Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Psychosin Psychoanalysis. Today I'm going to actually finally get round to reviewing the latest album by one of my favourite UK black metal bands, well, one of my favourite black metal bands ever, the one and only Anaal Nathrakh, and their new album, The Whole of the Law. And this is the special edition sort of digipack that has two bonus tracks on there as well that I believe are both covers. But is this as good as their last album? Does this even beat their classic Hell is Empty and All the Devils Are Here? Or if I've got that right, I think I have. Well, let's give it a listen. So, who out there had the last few Anaal Nathrakh albums and thought they've reached their peak? They're starting to soften out. They're not going to get really extreme again, because you guys are in for one hell of a surprise. This is the new album, The Whole of the Law, that I've just listened to here, and holy hell, they have cranked up the heavy to a level I don't think they've ever reached before. This is nigh on like borderline noise, and it's absolutely fantastic for you lovers of extreme metal. I've been a fan of Anaal Nathrakh for a fair few years now, since I think it was the third album, Hell is Empty. But I'd heard a few of their tracks before and really loved them, just never got around to buying the albums. Whereas now I have all the albums. Anyway, little anecdote about me, went nowhere, but hope you enjoyed it. But this album, I mean, they've added a few more electronic elements than usual, which gives some of the songs a bit of a touch of, if you remember, Australian grindcore band The Berserker, who were absolutely awesome and sadly, unfortunately, broke up a few years ago. There's a little bit of a touch of that to some of the songs on here. But don't worry, the full-on Anaal Nathrakh attack is there. And I'm reviewing the Digipack sort of booklet thing edition here that Metal Blade have released this on. I fully recommend this for reasons I will go into later about the bonus tracks. But you know something special when you get through the first two tracks. First track being an intro and lead up into the first track proper, which is Depravity Favours the Bold. And what will first strike you is how even heavier the production is on this album. Mick Kenny, the drummer, again, has produced this album. And my God, he has absolutely nailed the production on how to make this band clear, yet absolutely brutal. And again, something I have to say about this album as well, that not many people seem to bring up, is how good that not just a screamer, but an actual vocalist and clean singer that Vitriol is. He's actually absolutely awesome with his clean vocals, and there's a fair few more clean vocals on this album, but it helps make the album sound even heavier. A bit of a classic trope of metal bands since the early 90s. Started with like Fear Factory and Machine Head, then Deftones, etc. But it does not ruin your experience or sort of detract from how heavy this album is. This is Anaal Nathrakh on even more of an attack mode than previous albums. Is it as good as Hell is Empty, which for me is their #1 classic album? Yeah, I'd say so. This is unprecedented levels of brutality for this album. This is a new high point for Anaal Nathrakh. It's on a level with Hell is Empty. They're both as absolutely awesome as each other. And if you've never heard Anaal Nathrakh before, one, buy yourself some disposable trousers and underpants, and two, stick this bad boy in, or buy Hell is Empty and All the Devils Are Here, and turn that fucker up, and just warn your neighbours or your parents that it might get a bit noisy. But all in all, this is an absolutely superb effort from the boys. Absolutely fantastic. And what's even more amazing is that it's mainly done and created by just two guys. Mick Kenny on all the instruments and Vitriol doing all the vocals. And yeah, now on to the reason that you should buy the Digipack version if you can find it. It's because there's two covers on here. One is Man at CNA, and to be honest with you, I haven't got a bleeding clue who done the original, but you can tell it's a cover because it doesn't sound like Anaal Nathrakh. And then they do a cover of Power Slave, which is the second Iron Maiden cover I've heard by a black metal band, a British black metal band at that. The first one being Cradle of Filth covering Hallowed Be Thy Name, and to be honest, I thought their cover was absolutely stunning. As is this, like they did many years ago with their cover of Mayhem's De Mysteriis Dom Satanas, they have made it their own. And even though you can tell they've got absolute reverence for the track, they also make it something absolutely stunning. And it was an extreme metal classic, I suppose you could call it now, with this cover. Hopefully they'll get round to playing it live again. Anyway, Anaal Nathrakh, The Whole of the Law, 5 out of 5 for me. Go, goddamn buy it if you're a fan of heavy or extreme music in any way whatsoever. You need this album in your life. So there you go. That is what I thought of The Whole of the Law, the new album by Anaal Nathrakh. Go check it out. Absolutely awesome album. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like, share and subscribe. I also have a Patreon as well. Feel free to check that out. And if you do become a patron, thank you very much in advance. I'll be back again soon. I'll try to get a video up, at least 6 videos per week, 1 per day. And the podcast will be returning soon as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I try to face it.